Today I am going to do an experiment with Kool-aid Ice Cubes. Woo! Last night while lurking on Pinterest, I was looking for fun, interesting new ways to dye yarn, and I came across this tutorial. And in the tutorial, it says to do it outside in middle of summer when it's really hot outside, but considering that it's in the middle of January, I don't have that option because I'm impatient and excited to try this. So I'm going to tweak it a little bit. So what makes it even more of an experiment is that I am going to do it in the oven. And I hadn't really found a tutorial, well, a decent tutorial on how to dye yarn in the oven. So I'm learning as you're learning. Yeah, the one tutorial that I did find was how to dye silk hankies in the oven, but silk is a lot more delicate than wool, and so it wasn't really what I was looking for. But anyway, okay, so what I did here was I pre-soaked my yarn in warm water and vinegar. I know that technically speaking, when you're dyeing with Kool-Aid, you don't need to use vinegar, but I always like to put in a little bit of vinegar just to assure that the color is going to take onto the yarn. So warm water and vinegar. I've preheated my oven to, I don't know if you can see that, it's probably blurry, but it's 200 Fahrenheit. So when I found this tutorial last night, I mixed up these before I went to bed, so I would have ice cubes in the morning to dye with. Now, what I did was I used this measuring cup, and I put an entire contents of the Kool-Aid packet in it, and I put about just a little bit over half a cup into the cup of boiling water, just to ensure that the powder dissolved all the way. Mixed it up and then poured it in here. I discovered that if you have just a little bit over half a cup of water, depending on your ice cube tray size, mine, I got about 4 ice cubes each. And then, as careful as I was, I still accidentally mixed some of the colors, like this one here. It used to be all pink. This one as well. It's more pink than this one, but and then going over into the blue, this used to be like an awesome, like pastel-y blue like this, but the purple ran into the blue, and then the green ran into the blue here. So what I did was decided to make a little bit more and put it in this novelty ice cube tray, because we're Halloween people, and what kind of Halloween people would we be if we didn't have skull ice cube trays? So what I'm going to do now is set down my camera, probably at a very weird, awkward angle for you guys. Here, you can look at my measuring cup for a little bit, and break the ice cubes out. There we go. Sorry. Okay. And then I'm just going to strategically, well, I wouldn't say strategically, there really is no strategy. Strategy? See? I can't talk. There is really no specific way that you have to do this. How about that? So you just stick the ice cubes wherever you want. Now, I'm really excited about these blue ones, but they're not coming out. Okay, weird awkward camera angle again. So what I'm just doing is I'm just taking the ice cubes out of the tray and putting it onto my yarn. Oh, camera fell over. Wow, the purple really looks black. It'll be interesting to see what color it'll be once it's dyed. Oh yay, we got a blue one out here. I'm really excited about these blue colors, so I'm going to probably put more of the blue on the yarn than anything else, because I'm crazy like that. I'm so crazy. We'll put some pink on too. We'll get some cotton candy stuff going on here. And then one more green, I think, and then another purple. If the ice cubes cooperate and want to come out of the tray, maybe just a little bit. Come on. Okay, I'm just gonna, oh, there's a towel right here. Okay, now that you guys enjoyed that black movie, so this is what I did. You know, I just kind of put them wherever. I'm excited to see how this turns out. Now, I still have a lot of ice cubes left over, so I'll probably put these back in the freezer and then dye stuff with it at another time. So I'm just going to move this around if I can. Now, as I said, I didn't really find the yarn dyeing in oven tutorials that really suited what I was trying to do. So this is, I'm just winging it. Yeah. So I'm going to take some what's it called? Oh my god, I really can't talk or think of words to say today. Tin foil. Now, if you look at tin foil, there's a dollar side and then there's a shiny side. Pretty much what you want to do, I mean, I do this in my everyday cooking anyway, is you want to put the shiny side facing down because it will reflect the heat better back onto whatever it is you're baking, in this case, yarn. And it will reflect the heat back down better onto it, heating it up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm putting down my phone again. Oh, let's try. Here. Let's try this. No, okay. Well, that's the best it's gonna do. Okay, so all I did was cover my cake tray with the tin foil. Now, you could probably do this in a oh my goodness, casserole dish, with the lid that it comes with. And you can probably do it in the microwave as well, but I don't own a microwave, hence why we're doing it in the oven today. So, I'll open the oven here, and we're going to put it in. Now, as I said, this is a very low heat. It's just 200 degrees. I'm not sure how long... Oh, look, there's Sadie. I'm not sure how long to keep it in here. So I'm going to keep it in there for about 20 minutes, come back, see what's going on with it, if it's not hot enough, or if the ice cubes haven't melted all the way, which I can't imagine why they wouldn't. I'll put it in for a little bit longer, but like I said, this is an experiment, so I'm just sort of winging it and making up the rules as I go. So we will see what's going on in 20 minutes. Okay, so I have, I put it in for 20 minutes, and then decided that, there wasn't enough color in it, so I actually used up the rest of the ice cubes. Put it in. And right now I've kind of, separated the skein better into the skein. And when I first brought it out, there was more color still in the water. The water's still a little cloudy though. So, it's still hot. Obviously cool enough for me to touch it. But so I'm going to let it sit a little bit longer. You think in total I left it in the oven for just over an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So I'm just going to let it sit and cool off. And then I will come back after it's cool, and yeah, we'll see if it's absorbed more color, which I don't think it will. It's hard to see, but the color is, or the water rather, is, it is still colored, but it's more of a cloudy white than a natural color. So we'll just let it cool, and I'll wash it, and then we'll take a look at how it looks. Okay, so I was in the middle of doing my other video with Kool-Aid, which you'll see shortly after I edit it and put it up. But, and I realized that I don't think that I showed the outcome of the ice cube experiment. Well, this is it. And I kind of like the way it looks. It kind of looks tie-dyed, I think. So this is it. I do still have to rinse it out a little bit, because as I'm feeling it, I can feel that it's still a bit stiff from the Kool-Aid. So, and it shouldn't feel like that. So I'm just gonna. But this is pretty much it. And I will be selling this, which you can see on my Zebit account, which I have posted on my profile. I'll also include a link in the description of this video to the listing of this. So this is it. It's exciting, isn't it? I really like the way the blue turned out. I like this look. I think that there's going to be more to come of this. I really do. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have fun experimenting with Kool-Aid Ice Cubes and dyeing yarn, because I sure did. And we'll see you next time.